part 3. What you have to do is know what is true and what is good and what is righteous. And in knowing those things, your feelings cannot overwhelm truth and love. Your feelings can cause you and me to feel sad, to feel afraid, to feel abandoned, to feel betrayed. But that's all they are, feelings, emotions. Those are manipulated by, Satan. Manipulated by Satan through him getting at you through other people. Okay? That isn't to say that people are possessed by Satan. No, people are used for a few minutes, for a few seconds, by the words that people throw at you. That isn't your loved ones speaking. You hear the words coming out of them, but that isn't your loved ones speaking to you. That is actually a moment of weakness in the other person. Satan enters super quickly. He speaks through their voice and their mannerisms, and he says things through them, through me even, that I wish I don't say, and they come out and they are taken wrong. And they're taken to heart. And then what happens is you and I callous our hearts. We grow scar tissue on our hearts. Okay? And our hearts harden towards the people that live with us. That's division, and the Satan laughs. He thinks it's cute. He thinks it's funny because he's so unwise that it is written in the book that he is already doomed to hell. Why are you going to follow him there when God has promised you a mansion created in the way that you were created? If you're a singer and you love to sing, but you can't do that here on earth because man won't allow you to sing. They won't allow you to scream in joy and in love and fulfillment and in awe because they make you feel ashamed. You can't sing, you can't dance. You can't be who you were actually created to be. Well, God has a mansion that he's already prepared, and it's almost ready. And in that mansion in heaven, that's only yours. Remember, he says, in my Father's house there are many mansions, and where I go to prepare a place for you, so that there you also may be, which means we share different mansions, and we get to go to each other's different mansions. And a mansion's a mansion. He's not mincing words. He's not saying, I've got a 700 square foot home for you. No, he's got a mansion. And if the universe is impossible to measure, then your mansion is impossible to measure. And your mansion will be made up of all the things that you cannot have here on earth, that your heart so desires for. You love, but your friend may not even like a dog or a cat. But you do. Well, guess what? In your mansion, those things will be placed. In your yard, those things will be placed for you to enjoy forever in eternity with your brothers and sisters. Let's get our brothers and sisters now and tell them the truth. That yes, we're being tossed down here, and it's meant for evil. But what Satan means for evil, God is turning into good. And you have to believe it because it's true, and you will see it with your own eyes. Sooner rather than later, you will see it with your own eyes. Let others hate you. Let them throw cracks at you. Let them gossip about you. Let them laugh at you. Let them boss you around. Let them control you. But know that you have the last word. And it isn't down here on earth. That's the wonderful, wonderful finished work that God said on the cross. Today it is finished. And he told the thief on the cross, today, when you die, thief, you will be with me in paradise. That thief is already in the paradise that I'm talking about. Don't you want to join the thief in paradise? The thief that was forgiven with Jesus? Jesus says, today I'm bringing you home with me. And today he tells you, today I am bringing you home with me at that hour that is called your death, which is not even death. It's sleep. My daddy went to sleep in May. My daddy is wide awake in paradise right now. And how I wish I were there. But I know I'm going there. And see, that's what keeps me motivated to keep going. Because there's nothing down here on this earth that fulfills me. Nothing. No one can fulfill that place in my heart. And God won't allow anyone to fulfill that place in your heart. Because then you'll idolize that person or that thing. And there's only one space for that hole in your heart, and that's Jesus' space. Put him in there and let him be the only one who has access to fulfilling you here so that we can get over there. It's just one little crossway over. It's closing your eyes on earth and opening your eyes in pure, unbelievable, mind-blowing beauty that we've never seen, that we've never heard here on earth. We have no idea what the full spectrum of colors really is. We only know the blue, the red, and I forget the primary colors, and I'm a kindergarten teacher. The primary colors that you learned in kindergarten is really all we know, and a little spectrum of each of those mixed together. But God created infinite colors and infinite sounds that we haven't heard on earth that are beautiful. Oh my gosh, if you love music, can you imagine what he has in heaven? I'm going to go ahead and conclude and finish and close out and just say to those that are disheartened, to those that are in a lot of pain physically, to those who are in a lot of pain emotionally, that is only temporary. I understand this pain. Just hang on a little while longer. We don't know how long, but it is definitely not far off. And this world is already swirling down a black hole. And if we're not of this world, then we're lifted up off of this world and out of this world. Soon. I don't know the definition of soon. I've already been waiting for 10 years or more. So I don't know the definition of soon, but I can say this. Where were you 10 years ago, and how quickly has that time passed? Think back 1 year ago in your memories on Facebook, and you look at them and you're like, a year's already gone by? Really? That wasn't so bad. I can do another year. I can do 2 more years. I can do 3 more years. I can do 100 more years. But it's so swift and so quick. It's just like, boom, a blink of the eye and you're gone. So hold that. And let Jesus carry you. Don't listen to the ones around you who make fun of you and think you're silly or you're stupid. Don't listen. That's not even them talking. I love you infinitely. Even those of you who listen to this and hate my guts. I love you infinitely. Because I don't have a heart of hate. I have a heart of love. And I include you in this love. May God bless you and keep you and bring you home where you belong, because He made you. He created you. Don't worry about another person's race to the finish line, because every one of us has to finish it alone. So finish your own race and pray for your brothers and sisters to come on the race along with you. And we all finish our race differently, imperfectly, but we finish it. Keep that in your hearts today. Pray always. Worry never. Have anxiety and fear for nothing. And believe me, I do have these things. Even now as I'm making this video, I have anxiety. But you know what? It won't overtake me. I tell it to go away and it has to. I control the anxiety. It doesn't control me. And you can do the same. Okay, be strong and be courageous in the Lord, because that is what He is there for. He is your lawyer. The Lord is your lawyer. And He's on your side, and you don't have to pay Him a dime. Come to Him when you are weary, when you are thirsty, when you can't take another step, when you are crying with an inability to stop crying. That's when you are so precious to Jesus. And He brings not only Himself, but all the angels with Him to comfort you when you can't even see Him or see them. Right now, I'm comforted in knowing that. Take courage and be comforted. He's comforting you even now as my voice goes out. Not because of me. I am nothing. I'm just a voice speaking out. And whatever is speaking out isn't me. It's God through me. I'm not making this audio from any knowledge that I have, because I don't. I only have the wisdom that I've read from the scripture. Whatever's in me is because I've read about it or I've heard about it through love. And when God created each of us, He put a piece of Himself in us, sent us to earth to do the work we have to do here, which is extremely hard. I get it. Take courage, because God has already finished the work 2,000 years ago. And you know it deeply inside within yourself, because you can't even take another step, can you? I know I can't. And if I'm feeling it, you're feeling it. We are all groaning for the manifestation of the sons of God. That is, for the people of Jesus to show up. Hurry up. Hurry this along. Let's get it going, people. Let's get it going.